Hello friends, I'm going out to enjoy the nature and I will share with you a couple of stories on life and leadership in this video. And I'm a survivor of brain stroke in the year 2021. I survived because of the positive psychology. So today climate is okay. The weather is very sunny and pleasant, and this is the home. My younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives in Seattle. These are the houses nearby, and today is a really great day. Why? Because the weather is very pleasant and it is sunny. Because most of the times the weather is not favorable in Seattle. I'll walk and talk on life and leadership. Let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate His Holiness Dalai Lama has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diverse world experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. I am a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Add to that, the brain stroke worsened my health in the year 2021, and I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, and I don't get any pension, I don't have any regular income. I'm 61 years old. I have mental challenges, physical challenges and financial challenges. Despite having all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. So be positive and never give up. Life is a gift. Enjoy every moment of your life. And I am an author, a researcher and a storyteller, and I create stories to make a difference and impact humankind. And I create my own frameworks, models, methods, rules, perspectives, and recently I started my own philosophy. I'm very curious and creative by nature. I enjoy loving various aspects of education and learning. I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. Sharing is caring is my phrase, and this is the thing I follow. And I'm in Seattle, and the city is very beautiful and amazing, and especially today it's very pleasant because the weather is favorable and it's sun is okay. Usually the weather is not static in Seattle, and sometimes it rains, sometimes it drizzles, sometimes it's foggy, sometimes cloudy. So the weather is very unpredictable in Seattle, but overall it's a very beautiful city because people are very good, and they are amicable and adjustable, and they embrace diversity, they respect LGBT, and it's a very beautiful city. And I'm very happy that I came to USA for the first time, and I am with my wife, and in Seattle. It's more than 4 months we have been in Seattle, and we are enjoying the moment. So now I am walking alone. And Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected. and there are some other places also, but both Seattle and Bellevue are just like twin cities of Hyderabad in India. So it takes 20 minutes drive from Seattle to Bellevue, and there are other places also. So I visited various places in Washington state. I also visited a couple of places in New Oregon state. So I visited Portland, Salem. So like that, some places I visited, and I enjoyed. So far I visited two states in United States of America, and I'm very happy that I came to USA for the first time. And that too at the age of 61 I entered USA, so I was very lucky that I entered USA. And there are some companies that are doing good in Seattle. Some of them are like Costco, Starbucks, Northstrom, Boeing, Alaska Airlines, Microsoft, and Amazon. These are all the companies. They are doing good, and they are prominent globally because the entrepreneurs had a vision very long back, and they succeeded as entrepreneurs, and they're all doing good. When you look at Jeff Bezos, he started from garage, and he started with books, and he has a couple of companies, and he's a billionaire, and he's doing good. So everything is possible in life. So this is briefly about entrepreneurship, but entrepreneurship comes with lots of challenges. Entrepreneurship is a dogfight. Entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted. And entrepreneurship involves lots of risk. And some people might feel that entrepreneurship is challenging. What I would like to share with everyone is that life itself is risky. What happens next we can't predict. So we should not feel we must be overly concerned about risk. So we have to enjoy every moment of our life. So not to take a risk is also a risk. So here people are going by cycle. They are enjoying. See. So not to take a risk is also a risk, and you have to take a risk in life. And when you look at entrepreneurship, as I said, it involves lots of risks, and because there are stakeholders, you are accountable for them, and of course you make money and you become a rich man, a rich individual. But apart from that, you create employment opportunities, and you add value to stakeholders, and migration takes place. So like that, lots of things do happen. So we should encourage entrepreneurship. And in fact, I'm standing here, just a moment. So she's cycling. Fine. So because this is a junction, so I forgot to tell you, this is a junction. So a woman was waving her hand because it's a culture, and it's a good culture here. People are very open-hearted, and they talk openly. So we have to be careful, and we should be within our own limits. and we should uh, uh, be careful with cultural shocks, because every place and every country has got its own cultural shocks. So we should be careful with cultures, especially with unknown people. Okay, I wanted to become an entrepreneur, but I could not because of some various challenges, and finally I became an educator in the year 2007. This was something different, but overall entrepreneurship is very good and it's very encouraging. And when we encourage entrepreneurship, we impact holistically. There are some leaders, they do good and they are successful, like Donald Trump. He was a businessman. Now he's a politician. Second time he's becoming the president. He's a president elect, and second time he's becoming president. And when you look at Elon Musk, he's just like unofficial president of United States of America. I feel that Elon Musk is the unofficial president of USA. And Elon Musk is very powerful, very crazy, and workaholic. And I think he was born in South Africa. Then he was in Canada. Then again he moved to USA. I think he has got 3 citizenships. One was South African citizenship, second Canadian citizenship, third is American citizenship. So he has 3 citizenships, and he has got 10 children, and he has got 6 companies, including Twitter, that is X, Space, Tesla. So like that, he's doing lots of stuff. So it's really an amazing entrepreneur. And but of course everything comes with problems and opportunities. So now Elon Musk is planning to shift to is exploring Mars. So like that, you should be very ambitious, and you should have, when you have belly, when you have fire in your belly, but you can achieve anything in this world. So you have to be ambitious, and you have to work very hard, and you should be very clearly focused, so that you'll be able to achieve. At the same time, everybody can't be like Elon Musk or Trump, because they struggled very long, and finally they carved a niche for themselves. So it's not easy, it's very challenging. And when you look at Donald Trump, he was close to bankruptcy. Again, if you look at Elon Musk, he was close to bankruptcy, but again he survived, and again became successful. So life is a game. You must know how to play the game well. At the same time, you have to work very, very hard, and you should have momentum, and you have to keep moving despite obstacles. So of course it is easier said than done. This is about entrepreneurship. Now I published 53 books. I published more than 300 research papers, and I published more than 1,000 articles within a span of 15 years. So you can imagine the kind of efforts I have put. So I wake up in the morning 4 o'clock, night 10 o'clock I sleep. Throughout the day I work very, very hard, consistently, and of course during afternoon I take a nap. I sleep for a moment, so that I can recharge, and then again I can focus on my goals and objectives. And I serve on the editorial boards of DLO of Emerald and JVPL, and I was a regular contributor to Entrepreneur magazine. So these are all the things I have done it, and I don't have godfather, and I don't have any father to support me, and I started everything from the scratch, and I started with Telugu language. I didn't know English also, so I learnt English, that too through great difficulty, and of course then I joined Indian Air Force subsequently. That I will discuss. So now this is briefly about entrepreneurship, and I wanted to publish a book on entrepreneurship, and I already wrote a book. Unfortunately, for the last 4 years, I had a brain stroke and I have health challenges, and 7 books are yet to be edited and updated. In fact, I authored 60 books, but I published only 53, and 7 books are still waiting for publication. Only thing, I have to recover from my health. I'm a survivor of brain stroke in the year 2021, and for the last 4 years I have health challenges. I can't type and I can't eat with my right hand. It's very challenging. My right shoulder and right hand is numb, so I am holding my smartphone with my left hand, and you can imagine the kind of challenges I am having. I'm recording my memories on smartphone, so that I can share my ideas, insights, and various aspects of life and leadership through YouTube. That's what I am doing. So I implore you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And at the same time, I am not tech savvy. I am 61 years old. Still I have to update technology. So 4 years back I thought I would update myself. Unfortunately, I myself collapsed due to brain stroke, and my memory is slowed down. So gradually I started walking, but still I am not able to walk properly after the brain stroke. So these are the challenges I am having. So please empathize with me, and please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And when I share through YouTube channel, I can share my ideas and insights, and if some of my ideas are appreciated and shared with their social networks, so I'll be very happy, and I feel that I've added a difference to the world. So whatever is possible, I am doing my best as an individual, and we have to do whatever is possible, because life on this beautiful planet is limited. So we must use utilize our time, precious life and time, in a right way, so that we can grow, and also we can add value for others and impact humankind. So this is briefly about my journey, and then again about entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is also a topic very close to my heart, so I had to edit and update. So friends, I have introduced myself. Then again I shared with you about Seattle story and entrepreneurship. Now I'll move to the second topic. As I told you, I walk and talk, so I share various aspects on life and leadership. So whatever you feel appropriate and possible, you can accept. Whatever you feel that whatever you feel not relevant, you can discard. Life is all about learning, unlearning, and relearning. So we have to take whatever is good, whatever is not good, whatever is not relevant, we have to discard. That's what I am also discarding. Certain things, certain activities which I did, which I discarded, and I started adapting myself despite having health challenges. So now again I have a brain stroke in the year 2021. I have a chronic back pain since 2007, and I have internal allergies. So lots of challenges I am having right now. So I am walking and talking, because one way I get relief from walking. That's one thing. Second thing is I am recording and uploading on my YouTube channel. That's the second thing. The third thing is that I am sharing my knowledge by recording. So people can appreciate my years of experience, knowledge, books, everything, and that goes to various other outlets. That is the vision. With a view, I started uploading and sharing my knowledge through YouTube channels. So if some of my ideas, insights resonate, then that serves my purpose. And when people share my ideas on my various social media platforms, so I feel excited, and I feel that I'm doing something to impact the people. So whatever the possible way. So this is the journey. This is what I have been doing. Apart from this, I have 4 blogs and I have 3 YouTube channels. So these YouTube channels, I am not a tech savvy, and I am not looking for any monetization, and I don't know also. I don't know how to monetize. So, but I'm just recording and uploading, and because I am not a tech savvy, I don't know how to upload polished outputs. So I am only uploading raw videos. So please bear with me. Please empathize with me. Please empathize with my limitations. And 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and I have been sharing my knowledge since 2007. And I started blogging. I have been blogging since 2007. Of course, after I had a brain stroke, for 1 year I was not able to focus clearly. So this is about that. Then again, I have been hitting gym for more than 40 years. Of course, for 1 year I could not go to the gym because I was at the bed. I was not well due to brain stroke. Then again, I restarted going to gym in India. Now I am in Seattle, so I am not going to gym. So what I am doing is I am utilizing my time by walking and sharing my knowledge. This is briefly about my profile and the things I do it. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. These are all basically for educational aspects, not for anything related or unwanted things. I focus only education and learning. I only focus on impacting the humankind positively. Now I will talk about soft leadership. I started a new leadership perspective that is known as a soft leadership, and as I told you, I create my own models, methods, rules, then again philosophy, perspectives. Then I started a new leadership perspective that is known as soft leadership. And why I created soft leadership is that I got my Ph.D. in soft skills in the year 2011, and I blended soft skills with leadership and coined a new leadership perspective that is known as soft leadership. Soft leadership was about my Ph.D. Topic, and leadership is close to my heart because I served in the Indian Air Force. So I love my country, and I love service is the hallmark of my personality. So I believe in serving the people, either through military or through business or whatever it is. I always serve the people. To serve is to lead, right? So this soft leadership, I started I'll share with you how I started my journey with soft leadership. Was in the year 2010, when I was teaching for EMBA students, and when I was conducting training programs in the year 2010, some of the audiences, some of the people felt that there was a need for a new leadership perspective, because there were lots of leadership styles. Some are about some of the leadership styles include autocratic, democratic, delegative, then servant leadership. Like that, lots of leadership styles were prevailing. They felt, the audience felt that those styles were not relevant. So I felt, why not to explore something new. So when my students said, just I made a note of it, because whenever I conduct any teaching and training program, and I always jot down the points. So for me, a short pencil is better than a long memory. So I jot down the things. Not only that, I jot down. When I jot down the thing, then immediately I execute them. But I execute at my own pace. Why? Because time, various other factors are involved. But whenever I get an idea, I write down and take them and execute them. And as you know, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. I always take the first step, because I'm very positive, and I'm proactive, and also I capture the ideas, and also I execute them at my own pace. That's how I do it. And then I noted the aspect of soft leadership. Then I blended soft skills with leadership and coined a new leadership that is known as soft leadership. Then that's how the journey with the journey with soft leadership has begun in my life. And it was because of my Ph.D. and also because of my fascination for leadership. So I blended soft skills with leadership and coined a new leadership perspective that is known as soft leadership. And the soft leadership is a new directional leadership, and I'll explain you briefly. So I am waiting here for the scent. Just I crossed the road. Good. So I crossed the road. Good. This is one more junction. This is one more junction. Okay then, So I was sorry, because I was crossing the road, and I was disconnected for a moment. So now I am reconnecting, and I am circling back to my story. So I started soft leadership. This soft leadership means leading people with soft skills without compromising task orientation. That's the basic thing. And then the soft leadership has 11 C's. I created a 11 C framework. C means 11 C's. Some of them are character, charisma, communication, consideration, conscience, courage. So these are all the aspects, 11 C's I created. That is a 11 C framework. And then I started leading about soft leadership. And then again, the soft leadership helps companies achieve excellence and effectiveness. The soft leadership helps countries achieve peace and prosperity. The soft leadership helps all generations, whether they are baby boomers, Gen Y, Gen Z. This soft leadership helps. The soft leadership helps all generations, and this is also essential in view of technology and artificial intelligence. So the soft leadership has got multiple definitions. The soft leadership emphasizes it emphasizes soft skills with your left brain, and it emphasizes leadership with your right brain. So it blends your left brain and right brain. That's one definition. The soft leadership means is all about empathizing with others and adding value and making a difference in the lives of others. So like that, I created a couple of definitions on soft leadership, and then this I have connected with young people, especially millennials and centennials. There are various generations like baby boomers, then again X, Y, Z. Now I'm a next. The next are Y and Z. Y and Z are known as millennials and centennials. They are known with different names, but the essence is only one. They are young and brilliant, and especially the centennials. Centennials means Gen Z are very brilliant and very smart, and they have a bright future ahead, and they are very smart and brilliant, and they want results very quickly, but they lack patience, and they lack emotional intelligence. These are the challenges with Gen Z. But overall, Gen Z has lots of opportunities because they are gifted with technology. So they get everything because they are provided everything on a platter, unlike previous generations like baby boomers, Gen X and Gen Y. So Gen Z are gifted a lot and lots of opportunities. But again, this Gen Z especially, they have health challenges, mental illness, so and they lack emotional intelligence. So I implore you to emphasize emotional intelligence, and also emphasize you to connect with people and empathize with people so that they can grow as good leaders. So this is about various generations. Now after I talk about this various generations, just a moment. Oh, this is again, so I have to be very careful. Oh my goodness, I have to go other side. Oh, this is the road. I think some work is going on here. Okay, fine. So again, I will circle back to story of soft leadership. So the soft leadership is all about people skills without compromising the task orientation. The soft leadership is all about partnership. That means no more bosses, no more subordinates. That means we are all equal, and we are working to we are partnering to achieving progress. So we have to emphasize on partnership. We have to emphasize on soft leadership rather than the traditional leadership styles like superiors and subordinates. So the world has changed, especially in view of AI and technology. So we have to change with the changing times and technologies. So what we have to do is we have to change with the changing times and technologies so that we become relevant, and also we can add value and impact. So let me complete this statement. So we have to adapt to technology, and we have to adapt with the changing terms and technologies, because if we don't change with the changing times and technologies, we don't stay relevant. So we have to be relevant forever. Good morning, how are you? So we have to be relevant in the current context, and if we are not relevant, if we don't adapt, and if we don't change, we will be isolated, and it's very difficult for us to survive. So what we have to do is we have to we should have adaptability, and we have to learn, unlearn and relearn, and we have to add value and to stay relevant. So this is all about life. This is connected to again soft leadership. So these are all the aspects related to soft leadership. Because let me share you about this soft leadership. I published around 10 books on soft skills and soft leadership. Soft skills is my Ph.D. topic, and I earned my Ph.D. Then subsequently I started connecting leadership and I started exploring soft leadership. So this is the journey with soft leadership. See, you can see from the long distance snow, because we already entered the winter. You can see snow from the long distance, and in the places very nearby there is a snow. Just a moment. So let me cross this place. Okay. Okay, I crossed. So then again talk about soft leadership. So this soft leadership we have to emphasize, and we have to stay relevant so that we can impact the world, and it's very much required. And I published 10 books. Out of the 10 books are about soft skills and soft leadership, and one of the books on soft leadership titled Soft Leadership, A New Direction Leadership is the book is very close to my heart. In fact, there are two books, they are very close to my heart. The one book titled See the Light in You, for which the Noble Laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has it in a foreword. That is a very cute and sweet baby. And secondly, another book is known as Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership. It's also an amazing book, an award-winning book. This book is unique in my life. Why? Because I have dedicated this book to Peter Drucker, who is known as the father of just a minute, I'm crossing the road. Okay. So the uniqueness with my book titled Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership is that first uniqueness is that I have dedicated the book titled Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership to Peter Drucker, who is known as the father of modern management. And second aspect is that the father of modern management, Philip Kotler, has written a foreword for this book. That's the second aspect. Third aspect was that the father of modern HR, Dave Ulrich, has created a leadership code for my book, and also he wrote a foreword for my book. So that is the third aspect. The fourth aspect is that I am known as the father of soft leadership globally for my contribution, and I published a couple of research papers on soft skills and soft leadership, and I serve on the editorial boards of various international journals and magazines. Because of my contribution, I am known as the father of soft leadership globally. So because of these four aspects, I am very strong, and I feel very happy that I worked very hard and connected with like-minded people, and published 53 books. So two books are very close to my heart. One is the book titled See the Light in You, and second book is also very close to my heart. That is Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership. So these two books are very close to my heart, and I can say that my two books are just like babies. These two books are these two books are like cute babies and sweet babies, I can say in that way. So these books are very close to my heart. Of course, I published 53 out of 53. These two are very award-winning books, and I made a difference with my intellectual contribution. So I'm very happy that I have done my best, and so this is about that. Then I'm planning to I will go the other side. Oh, okay. So let me go. I think there is a road blocker here, so I will walk and then again come back. Okay. So these books are these two books are very prominent and eminent, and they are close to my heart. And I'm still doing a lot of research on my book, and also related to soft leadership. And I'm planning to. I'm doing a lot of research to connect soft leadership with I'm planning to connect soft leadership with employee engagement, then again mindfulness, brain science. Then I am trying to connect with aspects like technology, artificial intelligence, then employee engagement, then empathy, humanity. So like that I am planning to connect various aspects with soft leadership, so that I can discover something new and impact humankind. So this is what I am doing. This is again a junction, and I am very happy that the weather is very pleasant. So weather is really pleasant. It's a good weather, and usually weather is a dampener in weather is a dampener. Just a moment. I'm waiting. So I'll walk around and come back. It's I think 42 minutes. Then I'll go to a place and come back. So I am. This is briefly about my soft leadership, and still I am doing lots of research about soft leadership. And if you want to know more about my soft leadership, all that you can do is you Google soft leadership. Then you get to know about my contribution globally, and you will find my research papers, my articles related to soft leadership. So all that you have to do is to Google soft leadership. There you will come to know that I am known as the father of soft leadership globally, and you will find lots of research papers, articles, and also videos related to soft leadership. So still I am doing lots of research on soft leadership. So this is briefly about the soft leadership. Then I will move to the next topic. Just let me take a break here. This is again a different junction. Yeah. So this is tax and accounting, different places. These are all excellent places. I don't think so. I'm returning, means I'm going through a different road, okay. So now I have discussed. I shared with you about my introduction. Then I shared with you my Seattle story by connecting with the entrepreneurship. Then I shared with you about soft leadership. So this is what I have shared it with you, because my way of sharing my knowledge is very structured and methodical, because I taught for various education institutions. So my way of teaching or training is methodical, and that's how I do it. So I started introducing myself. I introduced myself, then again I shared my Seattle story, And third, what I did was I explained about soft leadership. So still a lot of research is going on about soft leadership. So next I will talk briefly about my life in a nutshell. So let me take a break here again. So this is a junction. I think this is a place we will go and come back. We'll go straight and come back. Yeah. This is a Delight Bakery. This is the one. Yeah, good, very good. So I'm taking a different direction. I'm exploring something a different area. I'm an explorer, and I'm very curious and creative by nature, and I'm going to a different place, and I want to explore something new. So let me see. I think there are some full of cars. Then again, this is a different area, so I'll go forward, then again I will return. That's what I will do it. So let me see. I don't want to lose track of my place, and just I'll go forward and find out what is there, then I will return straight to avoid any confusion. So now I will share with you about my life in a nutshell. This is 14th Avenue. So I was born on October 31st, 1963, in a tiny village in India, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment, and I could not enjoy my childhood because my childhood was very chaotic, and I supported my father in a tea stall. Sometimes I prepared tea, sometimes I served tea, sometimes I collected cash. So like that, I did all petty jobs I did, and my father was a litigant and alcoholic, and my mother is toxic. So, and I was born into a toxic family. I was cursed with rogue siblings, and I can't help it because where I was born and how I was born, that doesn't matter. So what matters for everyone is that to lead front and add value and impact humankind. That's what we have to do it. So avoid whining, avoid complaining, avoid criticizing, and you have to be part of the solution, not the problem. So I am going to a place, and then again I will come back. Just let me see. I think this is the place. I'll go and come back. I think this is the I don't know this place. I think yes, you can see harbor, everything. So excellent viewpoint. Oh, good, excellent. I just let me take a view of this place. This is Avenue, 12th Avenue, and oh my goodness, excellent place. So really, private property, no trespassing, no. So this is the excellent viewpoint. So I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is a road. This way I didn't come. This is Asia Pacific Ocean, and excellent viewpoint. So you can enjoy. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. As I told you, I am very curious and creative by nature, and explored some different area which I never came this side. So I always do something different I don't do routine things. I do all non-routine things. So I came across this particular place, excellent viewpoint. So now I am returning, because it is written that private property, no trespassing, keep your dogs out of the yard. So I have to be very careful. So I don't want to invite any cultural shocks. So now I am going to the place straight to avoid any cultural shocks, and also I don't want to get in any problems in USA. Okay, so now again I am reverting to my I am reverting back to my storytelling. Okay, so for 18 years I was at my native place, and I could not enjoy my childhood. Then I joined Indian Air Force when I was 18 or 19 years old, and that was a turning point in my life. That's a turning point in my life, and I was lucky that I came out of the toxic ambience and toxic family, and I became a healthy citizen after I joined the Indian Air Force, because whatever the negativity, everything, and whatever the kind of habits that I had were already I unlearned. Then again relearned in the Indian Air Force. So precisely, life is all about learning, unlearning, and relearning. So after I joined the Indian Air Force, I started loving Indian Air Force. Of course, when I joined Indian Air Force, it was very difficult for me to adjust, because military life is very challenging, very tough. But I adjusted because I had a dream to serve my country, and I joined Indian Air Force with that vision and passion to wear uniform. So in that way, I am happy, and I stood by that, and gradually I evolved as a good citizen and as a soldier after I joined the Indian Air Force. So now I will cross the other side of the road. So after I joined the Indian Air Force, I was getting a salary of around 400 rupees every month. I joined Indian Air Force on 4th February 1982. 5th February, I joined Tamaram Air Force Station in Chennai, India. And my first salary was around 400 rupees that I started sending to my parents, because I had to support my parents. So it was our responsibility. So as an elderly son, so I sent money regularly to my family, and every month I used to send money. So in those days, money was limited. 400 rupees was a big, it was a good money in those days. So I started sending my money, and also I just a minute, I'll cross the road. Yeah, I have crossed the road. Good, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm going now. So there is no problem. So because the route must be very clear, I should have clarity of what I am doing. I had a clarity. So now I am going straight. So I don't think there is any problem for me. Okay, fine. So now I will focus on my storytelling. So I was sending money to support my parents after I joined the Indian Air Force. Then I also sent money for various aspects, for purchasing gold, then again for constructing the home. Unfortunately, my siblings, they have taken away the little property and everything and they have backstabbed. So these are the kind of challenges I encountered in my life. So God knows the kind of challenges I encountered in my life, and I am still encountering the challenges. So life is not easy, life is not linear, life is not a straight line, life is full of ups and downs, and life is not a cakewalk. So enjoy every moment of your life and enjoy the journey. Don't complain, don't criticize, and don't condemn. Keep moving and keep adding value to impact the humankind. So now I am planning to move forward. So again there is a signal, so I will wait here. I am here. I am standing here. Yeah. Now I am crossing. Here rules are very strict. We have to follow very strictly. Now I crossed. Now I am free. I can focus on my storytelling. So this was the lessons I learned in my life. So life is not linear. Life is not a straight line. Life is not a cakewalk. Life is full of ups and downs. So you don't get things on a platter. In my life, I didn't get things on a platter, nor did I get any plate. I had to find my own plate so that I would be served on a platter. So like that, I realized and I moved in my life. Just let a moment. Good morning. So I have the habit of talking to unknown people because I greet people on the way. Now I greeted a guy. And so like that, I talk to unknown people so that I can learn something from them. And if I learn something from them, then again I will add and share with the people. So I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. Knowledge should not be kept in one place. Knowledge must be shared for social good. Because we have a limited time span on this beautiful planet. So whatever is possible, we have to do our best so that we can impact and we can leave a legacy for the next generation of people. So I believe in acquiring my knowledge. So now again I revert back to storytelling about my brief life. My life in a nutshell. So after I joined the Indian Air Force, I acquired 6 qualifications. They are DME from Aeronautical Engineering and BSc, which I discontinued. Then again I continued because I joined Indian Air Force. Then I paid condonation fee. Then again I joined for degree. And usually degree takes 3 years in India. For me, it took more than 4 years. And it was very challenging to get my degree also. Why? Because I had to take tuitions because I was serving in the Indian Air Force, and I take 2 months of annual leave that I utilized for education and learning. And that's how I have done in my life. So I got my BSc from Andhra University. Then I got my MA in sociology. I got my MBA from IGNO, which is a distance education. Then I got my PGDCLL from Jodhpur University because I was in I attended a night college in Jodhpur when I was serving. Then I got my MA from Ajmer University. So total 6 qualifications I earned through private education. So people might think that I acquired my qualifications from reputed universities like Cambridge or Harvard. But the reality is that I acquired all these qualifications through private education, that too by discontinuing, then again continuing. So that's how I led my life. And I started in Telugu language. Then again gradually I learned about English. and it's very difficult. I was not gifted with convent education. I was not gifted with English education, so very challenging. But still, I acquired 6 qualifications, and I acquired qualifications in different areas. Why? Because I didn't have any guide, I didn't have any coach, I didn't have any mentor, and this was the challenge. So whatever came to my mind, whatever was available, I accepted and acquired 6 qualifications. Like they are DME, BSc, MA, MBA, PG, DCLL. So there was no consistency in my education, but there was only one consistency, that I believed in acquiring my knowledge. That was the only consistency. Otherwise, there was no consistency of my educational qualifications. So this is briefly about my education. Then for 12 years I served in the Indian Air Force as a corporal. Then again I served in the lowest rank of a corporal for 12 years. So people again might think that I was a commissioned officer in the Indian Air Force, but the reality was that I was a corporal. I served in the lowest rank of a corporal and as a technician, and so you can imagine the kind of challenges, struggles I led in my life. Then again my father-in-law invited me to join for business, and I left Air Force for serving for 12 years. Then I joined business. Unfortunately, my father-in-law and brother-in-law, they backstabbed and betrayed, and I landed in further problems. First of all, I was born in a toxic family. That was one problem. Second problem was lack of support and betrayal by my father-in-law and brother-in-law. 2, then again this business setbacks. Then again I had brain stroke. So you can imagine the kind of challenges I have undergone, and I am still undergoing in Seattle right now. So friends, life is not easy. Life is very challenging, and so lots of challenges I am having. What can't be cured must be endured. That's one thing. So then again 2012 2007 I left business because things didn't work out. Then I became a faculty member in the year 2007, and I started I became an educator. At that time the education helped me overcome my adversity, because I already had 6 qualifications. Out of those 6 qualifications, 1 qualification was required to become a faculty member, and that MBA was useful. With that MBA qualification, I became a faculty member. Then I became a faculty member. Then I started leading, and I think my salary was around 8,000 or 9,000 at that time. So I had to survive with my. I have managed my 2 sons and my wife. So you can imagine that nobody came forward to support and nobody helped, but I had to do everything of my own, and so you can imagine that the kind of challenges I underwent, the kind of trauma I underwent. I am still undergoing the trauma of my brain stroke. So life is very challenging, and then 2007 was the turning point in my life. I got 8,000. Then in the month of December, I applied for Ph.D. in soft skills. And at that time, I invested 10,000 fee. Then I had to show some documentation and certificates. Then I had to show some publications. Then I had already published some articles on competitive magazines. That was one thing, and second thing, I contributed articles to Northeast magazines, because I was very much passionate about writing. and so those printouts and the fee I have paid. Then I joined. I took admission for my PhD in the month of December, and it was with a investment of 10,000. So next day means 2008 January, things were changed. So 2008 things were changed because the fee was hiked. That was one challenge, and the second thing was that rules were changed. And I was lucky that I joined by month of December 2007. 2008 rules were changed, and if I had delayed by few days, I wouldn't have joined for PhD, and also I wouldn't have mobilized money of higher fee. So it was a very challenging portion in my life. So friends, you can understand the kind of challenges I underwent. Now again I am standing here at the crossroads. I'm standing at the crossroads. Once I cross the road, then I will go the other side. So I am standing here, then I will start my storytelling. This is a junction I am waiting, and I got a green signal, then I will walk. Yeah, I got a green signal. Oh, good. Thank you. So I will circle back to my story. So if I delayed paying fee, and if I delayed in making the decision at that time, I wouldn't have joined for PhD in the year 2008 because the rules were changed and fee was hiked. So it wouldn't have been possible for me to join for PhD. So friends, the takeaway from this video is that whatever comes to you, accept and move on. We all have ideas, we have plans, many things, but things don't work out. So when things come to you, just avail them and keep moving. So that's what I did in my life. I acquired 6 qualifications because of my initiative and my own passion for learning. Then again I made a quick decision, I made a decision in December 2007, and I joined for PhD. Next year rules were changed, that is in the year 2008. So make decisions wisely, smartly, whatever comes you accept. So these are all the valuable lessons. So why I told you why I am recording and sharing my messages, because some of my ideas are useful for you people and you can share with your networks. Together we'll impact and together we'll build a better world. So when I am walking, I am sharing various aspects that you can imagine holding smartphone continuously with my left hand, and I can't shift my smartphone from left hand to right hand as my right shoulder and right hand is numb. So it's very challenging, but I'm passionate about impacting. So I'm moving forward. Okay. So then again 2011 I got my PhD in soft skills, and 2010 I made my debut as an author and published 53 books, and I published more than 1,000 articles, and then I published books in different genre. Within a span of 15 years I did my best because I utilized my time effectively without complaining. And no, as I told you, I don't have godfather, I don't have any father to support me, and I don't have guide, I don't have mentor, I don't have a coach. So but despite that I did my best, despite being dyslexic, despite being born into a toxic family, despite having health challenges, despite having financial challenges, I am moving forward. So this is life. So then again 2010 I started writing books. There again whatever came across I started writing. I made my debut as a non-fiction writer, author. Then I published books in different genre like teaching, training, executive education, diversity, mindfulness. So like that. Why I traveled different areas, different genre? Because again I didn't have any guide, I didn't have any coach, I didn't have any mentor. I had to do everything of my own. So that was a challenge. If I had a guide, if I had a coach, if I had a mentor, then I would have grown in one particular area and I would have impacted very fast and I would have achieved a legendary status. But things didn't work out. But it's okay, no problem. Whatever is possible, I did it. So we have to work with our limitations. It is said it's a bad tradesman who blames his tools. It's a wise tradesman who will utilize all the opportunities and impact. That's what we have to do it. Don't avoid complaining that you don't have the right tools. The right tools will never be there. You have to utilize the existing tools to get the outcome desired. To get the desired outcomes, right? So this is my journey. This is my life in a nutshell. So I am planning. If there are any sponsors, then I will create a documentary of my life. But right now I don't have any. I don't have funds, and also I don't have any connections. And I don't have any sponsors. If I find the sponsors, then I will create a documentary and I will give credit to the person who creates my documentary, because they invest their money, resources, everything for my documentary. So I want to create my own documentary. And I asked a couple of people in India also to create a documentary, but they were all asking money, which I was not able to afford. But things didn't work out. Hopefully I'll create my own documentary, or I'll get sponsors who will publish my documentary either on Netflix or some other streaming platforms. So I am moving forward. Okay, this is a junction, right? So I was waiting at the junction. I am returning. So it's how much? 1 hour 13 minutes. So I think it will be more than 1 hour, I think. So I have to rush back. It's very stressful and painful to hold my smartphone with my left hand. It gives me continuous pain. So I have to rush back. But luckily, the good news is that the weather is very pleasant and the weather is very sunny here. Otherwise, it was weather was disturbing me until a few days ago. So now I will talk about Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy, and I'll talk about Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy now. And as I told you that I create my own models, methods, rules, frameworks, perspectives, and then I started creating my own philosophy a month ago. And how I got idea was that when I was walking, I got ideas. Usually people get ideas from multiple sources. Some people get ideas in the washroom, bedroom, or somewhere in different places. They get the spark, they get the idea. But in my case, I get ideas in the classroom, and also I get ideas in the while walking. So I got this idea of creating my own philosophy a month ago. So then while while talking, then I came across why not to create my own philosophy. Then immediately, after I went to home, I made a note with my right hand slowly. Then I mentioned philosophy. Then I was very happy. Yes, at least I captured the idea, because capturing the idea is very important in this world. People have lots of ideas, but it doesn't serve in any way. So you have to capture the idea. So what I do usually, whenever I get idea, immediately I write down. Of course, for the last 4 years, I am not able to type and I can't eat with my right hand. But otherwise, so how somebody is going like that? Oh, okay. So let me. So somebody was going very fast. I don't know. I think they are in a hurry. I think. Okay, fine. So now I am talking about philosophy. So I decided to write my own philosophy. Then what I did, I googled about my philosophy. Then I came to know that Professor M.S.Rao's philosophy is to emphasize education first, health first, education second, and wealth third. And Professor M.S.Rao harnesses technology. So I felt very happy when I found the result on Google. The first result I came across on Google about my philosophy was Professor M.S.Rao's philosophy is to emphasize health first, education second, and wealth third. He harnesses technology. So I was very much excited. It was a aha moment in my life, and I was on cloud 9 that my name appeared in the first page. Then I felt that it was the power of universe. Yes, that things were aligning. So I thought a positive response. Then I started browsing other pages about Professor M.S.Rao's philosophy. Then I came to know that already I published my own leadership philosophy in a magazine. Then I also mentioned about Stoicism. I published a research paper on Stoicism. So I felt that yes, there are gems within me. Why should I search elsewhere for stones? Let me repeat. I am the gem. Why should I look for stones elsewhere? So when I have my own content ready as a philosophy, why should I search for stones elsewhere? So I felt very excited and happy. Then I started exploring my own philosophy.
Walk sign is on.
Yeah, I crossed the road, so I did one good thing. Now I am free. So friends, so this is the junction. Now I am returning, and the weather is very pleasant, and I am recording. Okay, because again here we can't record others because we have to respect the privacy of other people, but we can record in public places without focusing too much about any particular individual, right? Okay, now again I'll start about philosophy. Then I started googling. Then I came to know that already I published a research paper on Stoicism. Then I mentioned about Socrates and his philosophy. Then I mentioned about the 3-filter test. So lots of stuff is available already within me. So I felt, why should I search for stones elsewhere when I am the gem? In the sense, when I have my own philosophy, why should I search for somebody's philosophy? Because I can create my own, because I have my own talent, and I have my own research. Then I have my own perspectives about life, leadership based on my books and diversified experience. So I felt very much happy. Then again, I started researching further. Then I created a couple of words based on my books. Some of the words are virtue, philosophy, attitude, gratitude, empathy, humanity. So these are all the words I have noted down on the Word document. Then I created my own philosophy from the perspective of education, because I am passionate about education and learning. So I started my philosophy from the educational perspective. So I created a template. I started creating my quotes, and daily I am doing some research for an hour or so. I am doing research, and I am typing slowly with my left hand, and I started making my notes. So that's how I started doing. And then again, I wanted to find out philosophy and who is known as the father of philosophy. Then I came to know that Socrates is known as the father of philosophy. So I felt very happy, because I often mention about Socrates. Of course, there are some leaders, thinkers like Socrates, Plato, then Aristotle, then Alexander. Like that, there is a sequence. So SPAA. S means Socrates, then A means SP means Plato, then again A means Aristotle, then Aristotle's disciple, then again Alexander. So like that. So I just wanted to explore from the perspective of Socrates, because Socrates says about Socrates says an unexamined life is not worth living. That means we have to examine your life. That's what he talks about. So you have to examine your life. If you don't examine your life, then it doesn't serve any purpose. So you have to examine your life and impact positively. So then again, I searched for various types of philosophy, like dogmatism, pragmatism, nihilism, stoicism, like that. Then again, I started exploring Marcus Aurelius, because I admire Marcus Aurelius. He wrote a book on meditations, and he was a Roman general and leader, and he wrote a book, Meditations, very long back. So I started thinking from that perspective. So I feel very much happy, and I got lot of stuff within my mind. This lot of stuff, how it is there in my mind, because of my years of knowledge from multiple sources. Multiple sources means defense, then again business, teaching, training, book writing, then again now philosophy. Then I'm 61 years old. Then I connect the dots from my observation. So I can create my own philosophy. So now what I am trying to do is, I want to create my own philosophy, which is tentative, and it will be a lifetime philosophy. And I will also publish a book on my philosophy, but I am not clear in which direction I have to go. It takes its own time. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Let me repeat this statement. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, and I take the first step, and I am proactive, and I jot down the things. A short pencil is better than a long memory. Then whenever I capture the ideas, then I execute regularly, but at my own pace, because time and various other factors are involved, especially my health challenges are a big dampener. So I am planning to write my own philosophy, and also created a template to interview me, but not now. It takes its own time because there are so many thinkers. Then again, when we look at thinkers, then I explore from the Indian perspective. So I believe in Eastern philosophy because I was born in India and I am a Hindu. Of course, religion is not a big thing in my life, but I believe in humanity. So, but I was born as a Hindu. Then again, I started exploring from Eastern philosophy. So my philosophy will be Eastern philosophy, and which is based on education and practical education and virtue. Like that, so many aspects I am considering, and I'll publish a book. So this is briefly about the philosophy which I am planning to publish in the future. But right now I am doing research, little by little I am doing. So I can't do at a time, and no one should do at a time. It's not possible. It will be stressful. So I take breaks periodically so that I can do well. If I do continuously, then I get stressed out and there won't be any impact. So I take break, I do some work, then do something, and then again I'll come here. Like that, I keep reshuffling my activities. So in this way, I migrate myself from various activities mentally. That's how I do it. So this is briefly about Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. So next one I would like to share with you is Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. I think it's almost 1.5 hours. So I'll briefly share with you about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. And why I created Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule is that and I'm basically a morning man, and I am from a military background. I used to go for a health run after I joined the Indian Air Force. So I became an early bird. That's one thing. Second thing was that I have been waking up in the morning at 4 o'clock since 2007. That's the second aspect. And third thing, I believe in learning, unlearning and relearning. Then because of various aspects, I created a new rule, that is Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So why I started this Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule on October 31st, 2024 was that there were 4 aspects involved about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. First aspect was that I was born on October 31st, that was the day. Second, I was born on Thursday too. Third, we celebrated Halloween on October 31st. Then we celebrated Diwali across the world. Because of these 4 unique aspects, I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So that is the reason. And now I'll explain briefly about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. So this Professor M.S. Rao's rule is all about waking up in the morning, and creating your own knowledge, and then again you need to generate the content or knowledge by connecting the dots. Then at the end of the day, you have to remove unwanted things and aspects. Precisely so precisely you are the creator, you are the generator, and you are the destroyer. So this is briefly about the mechanism. So now again, early morning I wake up and I do it, and I am a morning man and early bird. Throughout the day I generate, in the sense I am a generator, in the sense I connect the dots, and I have 61 years of lifespan, so I connect the dots. Third, at the end of the day, what I do, I remove unwanted things from my folders, everything, I clean up everything at the end of the day. Then I prepare a to-do list at the end of the day, I prepare a to-do list with 3 important tasks that I have to do. So I write down 3 important tasks at the night. Then I program my subconscious mind with the 3 important tasks. So when I program my subconscious mind, it will be more effective. So it has got more impact. So next day morning, automatically I wake up and do things of my own. So let me tell you why I am doing. So when I give commands before I go to the bed, so automatically I wake up next day morning, I do the things because I already planned and already I programmed my subconscious mind. So next day morning I wake up and I do things automatically because already I have planned everything and kept it ready. So this is the power of subconscious mind. You must know how to leverage your subconscious. If you have any health issues or challenges, still you can overcome and you can be happy. So that's what you can do it. And so every day morning I wake up and I take 3 important tasks, and I will I'll resolve the problems, and I have got fairly good results by following this Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. And sometimes things don't work out, so what I do, I persevere a lot. I am persistent and I am very consistent by nature. So I contribute consistently and I am persistent by nature. If any problems are there, I don't give up. Then again I try, I take a relook with a different perspective, then I will try to resolve. So in this way I resolved a couple of problems in my life, and I am successful. So you can follow Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule to overcome your challenges, and also so if you have any health challenges, you give subconscious mind, you give commands, positive commands, and next day morning you get solutions. So you can unlock the power of subconscious mind. That's why I'm successful. So you can follow Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule, and when you follow Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule, you can check depression, you can check decision fatigue, and you can check dementia. And people have in USA, people have Alzheimer's disease, which is related to dementia. So when you check dementia, so you can check, by checking dementia, you can improve your mobility and thinking and everything. So this is good to follow by following Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. So I encourage you to go for meditation, walking, swimming. Of course you can do lots of things. The list is very lengthy, but I can't focus on too many things. You should not focus too many things, you end up nowhere. Focus on 3 main areas and work on them rather than beating around the bush, right? So 3 aspects. First thing is you can go for swimming. I was a gold medalist in swimming in the district in India in the year 2007. Then you can go for swimming. When you go for swimming, the entire body will be put to work, and you will be floating on the water. So it's a great exercise when you float on the water. So for that, swimming is ideal. If there is no swimming pool, just keep it aside. Then next you can move for yoga. Get a yoga mat and do meditation. So when you do meditation, so you can unlock your creativity, and go to a serene place and take a mat and enjoy solitude. So you can unlock your creativity and you will be very happy, and you can connect your mental, physical, spiritual all kinds of energies, and you can unlock your power and unleash your power, and you will be happy and you get a joy. A third thing you can do is that's what I am doing. What you can do is you can go for a walking, because walking is the best medicine in my view. So here people are well behaved. Thank you. So people are very good. They are responding politely, positively. So they gave a clearance to walk. So you can go for walking. Now I enjoy walking. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler. I love walking, and I get lots of ideas. And you can go for walking. You don't need any money for walking, but all that you have to do is to invest your time, right? So go for walking. It's good for your health, and you will have mobility, and you will be energetic, you will have longevity, and people are living for a very long time globally. So life expectancy is going up, so you have to focus on health, right? So this is about Professor MS.Rao's 4am rule. And apart from these things, you can also explore, like you can pursue some creative hobbies and games. You can participate, connect with people. When you connect with people, what happens? You can develop emotional intelligence, and you will be happy and excited. So this is briefly about Professor MS.Rao's 4am rule. But here is a caution. There are people, they work at different time zones because of their organizational commitments and challenges. Some people work remote, some people work hybrids, some people work at office. So we can't force people to stick to one particular clock. So I only implore you to take whatever is appropriate and relevant in the context. And there are some people who are night owls. We respect them, but overall it's good if you wake up in the morning. So when you wake up in the morning, what happens? The entire day will be under your control. You can limit distractions, and you can unlock your energy. You will be productive and creative. So lots of advantages. Now I have reached, and I will give you the final messages. So friends, it's more than 1 hour 40 minutes. It's very painful by holding my left hand. By holding my smartphone with my left hand, it's very stressful. But still, I'm bearing, because what can't be cured must be endured. That's one aspect. Second thing is, I am passionate about acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. Sharing is caring. And another thing is, my way of teaching, training, and is very simple and straight. I introduced myself, that's one thing. Then again, I explained about the Seattle story, connecting with entrepreneurship. Then I shared with you about my philosophy. Then I shared with you about Professor MS.Rao's 4am rule. Then again, I shared briefly about my life in a nutshell. So this is briefly about the things I have shared with you. This is the summary of my entire conversation. The final message is be positive. My blood group is positive, and I am positive by nature. Life is beautiful, life is amazing, life is exciting, life is full of possibilities. Enjoy every moment of your life. Practice gratitude with gratitude.